Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Speed Demon Racing Network. My name is Ryan Wayne and I will be your commentator here for Rebel Valley action at the Langley Speedway with the ARCA Menards Series cars. As we are underway here in qualifying, we've got, by our count, we've got 11 drivers here that are loaded into the session. We've got Michael Good so far at the fastest time at a 15.67. Last time Rebel Valley has come here with the ARC cars, you got to go all the way back to July 2nd, and the winner of that race was Harry Stoller. Just take a look here at Chase Ingram, smash into that turn one wall. This is the first race here on the Speed Demon Racing Network in about 2 weeks, and we're glad that you guys can come in and join for this race. We take a look here at qualifying so far. We've got a couple guys just looping it around here, just trying to get everything they can here on their qualifying lap. Take a look at Matthew Posts. We're just slipping around here for action on the racetrack. This is Jackson Kepley in the number 11 Cookout Chevrolet. Currently P7 right now on the board. Was in here on 3 minutes remaining here in this qualifying session. See what Kepley can do, and he's going to stay in the 8th position here for this lap. Oh, actually, he's going to move up into the 5th spot. All right, so we've got 10 drivers that have posted a time here so far. We have Dan Atkins, who's not loaded in. We have Wyatt Blair and Angel on Hill. We've got a couple more guys coming in here right before we start this race. So to give everyone a rundown, it's going to be a 50-lap race here at Langley. There are no fast repairs, one set of tires in the pits, and admin today will be Aaron May. He is the eyes in the sky to make sure everything goes over nice and smooth here for some Thursday night short track racing here at Langley. Here's Matthew Post in the number 64, U.S. Army Toyota. One of the drivers still trying to get his first career win here in Rebel Valley. He's going to absolutely blow that lap right there, and like he'll be starting back in the 9th position. Here's Wyatt Blair, the number 29. First time we've seen Wyatt in a while. Welcome back to Rebel Valley there, and we'll see what he can do in that number 29 Chevrolet. And also the 47, that is Dominique Frappier. I'll make sure I pronounce that name right. The number 47 Chevrolet. It looks like a Miller Lite throwback. Bobby Allison throwback there on that 47. Closing in here, we got Wyatt Blair has worked his way up into the 5th spot with a nice time that last time by at a 15.87. Closing in on the final minute of this qualifying session, we have got Dominique Frappier there. Who else we got on track? This is the number 16. This is Angel Delgadillo. Again, if I do mispronounce that name, I do apologize. He's in the number 16 Hot Wheels Chevrolet. He's one of the only other cars on track that has not posted a time here in the session. Dominic Frappier is going to work his way up into the 8th spot. Very close battle between Andres Ferraz there for that 7th position. It looks like Frappier is going to be holding on to 8th here. And this is Delgadillo right here on his lap. He's closing in. This is 20 seconds remaining here in qualifying, so we'll see what he can post down to that Chevrolet. And a 17.31, so he will be starting back in the 13th position. It's going to be Michael Good starting on pole here from Langley. As we wait for the cars to grid up, we'll go over the starting grid here in this race. Take a look there at Michael Good there in the number 31. Here's our starting grid. We got Michael Good on the pole, and alongside him it's Mason Jones, the number 4. And then Nathan McLaughlin in the 57 and Patrick Russell in the 18. Row 3, we've got Wyatt Blair and Jackson Kepley. Row 4, Andres Ferraz, the number 84. And then Frappier starting in 8th. Chase Ingram 9th, and then Julian Nels round out our top 10. Matthew Post will be in 11th. Mason Harvard will be in 12th. And then Angel Delgadillo is 13th. And you see Dan Atkins did not post a time, and neither did Aaron May, because those two drivers, well, Dan Atkins actually is here. He's going to be starting back in 14th. And then Aaron May will be in 15th position. So we've got 14 drivers here on track. This was a 24 car field limit. So we'll see how this race goes over. All the cars here are loaded here. In turn number 4, we're about to get this 50-lap feature race underway. Just a reminder for anyone new viewing on these short tracks, it's going to be 2 pace laps, so we have to wait a little bit before we drop the green flag here from Langley. It's going to be a lot of action tonight here at the Langley Speedway. 50 laps on this small, flat, short track is definitely going to be a lot of action for sure. Maybe some tempers, and definitely a lot of bumpers being hit in the process as well. We continue to wait here for the cars to go around the track here for the pace lap. They're getting ready to start this time by, and we're going to go green very shortly. Michael Good, that number 31, Polymer Chevrolet, will be leading us down here to the green flag. This is one of the drivers that was really looking forward to this race, and definitely feels like he has a good shot to come away with a win. And here he is starting on pole, and Mason Jones, a driver that has won 2 races here in Rebel Valley. His most recent win coming at Daytona in the Xfinity cars on a last lap pass with Austin Mitchell and Caden Carter. See if he can get career win number 3 tonight here in Rebel Valley. You also have the veteran, Nathan McLaughlin, at number 57. Most wins out of any driver in this field. I believe he is 6th all-time in the Rebel Valley wins list. We'll see what he can do tonight on the inside of row number 2. And you've also got some newcomers like Patrick Russell, Jackson Kepley, and Dominique Frappier that are looking to make some noise as well here from Langley. The field works their way into turn number 3 this time by, and we're going to go green this time. The pace car is about to take the hard left turn. And here we go from Langley. We are racing. Oh, Nathan McLaughlin goes around to the 57. Unfortunate break there for the 57. It looked like he got turned, and the caution is out early. Wyatt Blair's also around the number 29. And I believe the car that hooked the number 57 of Nathan McLaughlin was Patrick Russell. We also have Matthew Post as well in the number 64. He has also been involved in that last crash. So we're going to have to take a look and see what happened here while we're pacing around for our first caution of the day on lap number 1. All right, let's take a look at what happened here on lap number 1. Let's watch the number 57 of Nathan McLaughlin and the number 18, that is Patrick Russell. So we're going to take a look to see what happened here on the start. Oh, wow, the 18 just completely lost it. That was really odd. You see Matthew Post got to the wall, and I also saw the 15, that was the 47, Dominique Frappier. There's Wyatt Blair going around. Multiple incidents right there here on lap number 1. It did not take long. We've already got our first caution of the day. We're pacing around under caution here after our lap 1 crash. Patrick Russell on pit road here to repair some damage. We also have Dominique Frappier has left the session, and Matthew Post was the other driver that was involved in that last crash. You see him on pit road in that number 64. Looks like Nathan McLaughlin is going to continue in that number 57. You see the front end damage, and he's got rear end damage as well. And Josh Kenyon was a very late entry. He's also joined this field in that number 27 Cacti Chevrolet. So it's going to be Michael Good in the 31 and Mason Jones in the 4. They were the same front rows to start this race. And here we go. Get ready to go green on lap number 6. All clean so far through turn number 1 as we take a look behind him for a battle for 4th. That's Andres Verras in the 84 and the 01 of Chase Ingram. And contact with the wall with the number 84. That opens Julian Nels into the 5th position at that number 17 Cinnamon Toast Crunch Ford. Now Nels is going to work his way up into the 4th spot as we've got a car sideways. That's Mason Jones. He's going to hang on to it, but he's going to lose a podium spot and maybe some more positions as here comes Verras in the 84. Very racy so far early on, and that's what you want to see here at a short track. Take a look at the 84 there. That's Andres Verras. Going to work clear around the number 4 of Mason Jones, and we'll see if Chase Ingram can get a stab right here for position. Michael Good starting to extend that lead now. It's about a second advantage over that number 11 of Jackson Kepley, who's doing a nice job in his debut, running in the 2nd position. Oh, Andres Verras is going to go around. Nowhere for Mason Jones to go. He's going to land right into him, along with the 5. The 5 car of Mason Harvard is involved as well, and the caution is out for the 2nd time today. Andres Verras has just spun, and that's going to collect 2 more cars and bring out caution number 2 here on lap 11. All right, let's go back and take a look at what happened to see. It looks like a couple more cars that may have crashed here. Maybe not. Well, let's go back and take a look and see what happened to bring out our 2nd caution today. All right, we're under our 2nd caution. Let's take a look what happened. Let's go up to the number 84 of Andres Verras. He was the car that ended up crashing. We'll see if we can go back and find it. Back up just a little bit. Here you go. And let's take a look what happened to the 84. I do apologize for that. It looks like... Okay. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened to the 84 of Andres Verras. Yeah, just overdrove turn 1 and nowhere for Mason Jones to go. And you see Mason Harvard trying to go down and just collects the number 4 as well. And heavy damage there for the number 4 of Mason Jones. See if he can continue on that number 4 machine. Looks like he will continue, but all the way back in the 11th position. All right, 1 to go signal's been given, and we're going to go green next time by. Go ahead and read some YouTube comments from some of these guys. Master J said, hi guys, good luck. And Aaron May said, what's up, Ryan? How you doing today? I'm doing pretty good, man. Happy to be here with the ARCA cars. With short track racing, it's always a lot of fun, and for you viewers at home, it's going to be the same. As we're getting ready to go green this time on lap number 15. Michael Good has led wire-to-wire slope so far, and we're back underway. Here's Julian Nels and Chase Ingram side by side here. This is for 3rd place. Nels is going to blink in and out just a little bit. He's going to hold on here to P3. There's a battle here for 5th. Dan Atkins started all the way back in the 14th position, that number 91 Chevrolet. He's worked his way into the top 5. Also, Josh Kenyon is another driver that honestly was all the way at the back as well. Just joined the session right before the start of the race, and here he is up to 6th. Nice job for that number 27 Chevrolet. Yes, here comes McLaughlin here down to the bottom. Looks like he's not going to be able to get a run here on this 27. Got Michael Good still out front. Jackson Kepley in second. Julian Nels third. We have Chase Ingram fourth. And here comes Dan Atkins in the 91. That 91 was with the fastest car in the practice session earlier today. And definitely a driver to keep your eye on, even though he started at the back. See what he can do here as he's working on the 01. Take a look behind. That's Josh Kenyon and Nathan McLaughlin. We've got a car that is parked there. I think that's Mason Jones in the 4. I'll have to say, no, that's not Mason Jones. That is Jackson Kepley in the 11. Who was running second place. That is an unfortunate break there for the 11. Was doing a nice job and ended up looping it around, and that's going to move Julian Nels up into the second spot. See if he can run down our race leader and Michael Good. Take a look right behind for fourth place. This is Dan Atkins and Nathan McLaughlin. Atkins going to lose 2 spots possibly in the process here to the 27 of Josh Kenyon. Now Andres Ferraz in the 84 after his spin to bring out our second caution has worked his way up another spot as he's gotten around the 91 of Dan Atkins. But up front, it's Michael Good with a 1.2 second lead, and he's led every lap so far as we're about to approach the halfway point soon. See Julian Nels right there in second place. He's about a 1/10 of a second slower compared to the number 20, or sorry, the number 31 that last time by. See the 31, Michael Good has been the fastest car on the racetrack at a 15.87. The only driver so far to still run in that 15-second bracket, so he's definitely on a league of his own right now unless something crazy happens. See the number 4, Mason Jones, is going to get out of the way of our race leader. We have 10 cars. Oh, as soon as I say that, Jackson Kepley in the number 11, there he is after spinning out from second. He is the last car on the lead lap back in the 10th position. Let's see if we can just go around the racetrack, see if we can find any battles. Looks like everyone's file so far. That was Julian Nels sideways getting around that number 4 of Mason Jones. And here comes Chase Ingram in the 01. Boy, Mason Jones has just been a driver that's kind of been in the way here with that damage. He's doing everything he can to stay out of the way, but becoming a little bit of a nuisance here for these drivers to try to navigate around. Michael Good continues to lead. We are past the halfway point, and we have 23 laps to go here from Langley. Take a look here. We have a battle for fourth place with Josh Kenyon and Nathan McLaughlin. And looks like Andres Ferraz has looped it around the number 84. Single car spin, and he was able to keep it going, so we're going to stay green here for now. Everyone wrapped around that white line, trying to get everything they can. Maximize lap time as we're about to approach 20 laps to go here for Michael Good. Out to a 2.3 second lead at the moment. And as long as he doesn't have a caution or anything fluky happen, I think Michael Good has got this one in the bag. But we have seen time and time again a commentator's curse can happen, and Michael Good's still trying to get everything he can out of that number 31 machine. Take a look back here as we take a look at Josh Kenyon in the 27 and Nathan McLaughlin in the 57. New bow ties trying to fight it out here for fourth next time by. And you know, just a touch quicker right now compared to that number 57 of Nathan McLaughlin, but drivers trying to get everything they can out of their vehicles. You see Mason Jones out of the way again. He's going to stay on the outside to let these leaders by. Dan Atkins there in the 91. Trying to work the back bumper of Josh Kenyon. This will be for the last spot in the top 5. You got Jackson Kepley back in 9th. Wyatt Blair fighting for 7th place here. Oh, and crashed with the 4 of Mason Jones. That car flipped over and he left the racetrack. That was a really, really strange incident right there between the 29 and the 4. I'll definitely have to go back after this race and take a look at that, but no caution, but we're going to stay green. And 57, Nathan McLaughlin just gave a shove there. It's the number 16 of Angel Delgadillo, and around goes the 16. Into the turn 4 wall he goes. He is backwards on the racetrack. We'll see if he can get it back going. And there's the caution. Our third caution of the day, not what Michael Good wanted to see. And the 16 of Angel Delgadillo is going to bring out our third caution of the day. 11 laps to go. Well, this just changed everything. It'll be interesting to see what these guys will do next time by. But as you saw on the live replay right there, what happened with the number 16, just looped it around. And here comes some cars coming on to pit road. We got Nathan McLaughlin in the 57, Josh Kenyon in the 27, along with Andres Varras in the 84, Jackson Kepley in the 11, and Angel Delgadillo all on pit road here to put on their only set of tires laying around in the pits. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do here once we go back green. McLaughlin was running in the 4th position when he came down pit road, so he'll be the first driver to come in with those fresh set of tires. White Blair also coming down pit road as well in the number 29. We'll give you a rundown here of the running order before we go back green. It's Michael Good who has led every lap so far in this race. We have Julian Nels running in second. We have like Josh Kenyon maybe coming down pit road. We'll have to take a look here. He's currently scored the leader, and yes, he is coming down pit road this time by. It'll be Michael Good, the leader, Julian Nels in second. We have Chase Ingram in third. Dan Atkins up 10 spots from the start of this race. He's working his way up to 4th. And in the first car on fresh tires, it's Nathan McLaughlin, the 57. He'll be running in 5th. You've got Andres Varras in 6th. Jackson Kepley back there in 7th. Josh Kenyon coming down pit road. We're going to go green with 7 laps to go. Dino Aviation said, what happened to Jones? I'll have to take a look at the replay after the race to see what happened, because that was a really odd incident with Mason Jones. But here we go. 7 laps to go. We go back green, and a great launch by the 31. Contact between Ingram and Dan Atkins. Let's see what the 57 can do on those fresh set of Goodyears. He's worked his way into the podium spot. Of the 16 goes around. Delgadillo off the bumper of Josh Kenyon, and we're going to keep this green. Julian Nels in the 17. There he is in the Cinnamon Toast Crunch Ford with Nathan McLaughlin, the 57. Andres Varras, also with fresh tires in the 84, is going to work his way to the inside of the 01 of Chase Ingram. This is for 4th place. Door-to-door contact and move Varras into 4th. Nathan McLaughlin has gotten around Julian Nels, and it looks like Varras has gone around in the 84. He is in the infield. We're keeping this green with 4 laps to go. And if you're Michael Good, you're definitely paying attention to that rear view mirror of that 57 of Nathan McLaughlin. He's on fresh tires and the caution's out. Caution has just waved, and we're going to have a green-white checkered here for this restart. So we had a couple of drivers go off track there, and the admin has thrown the caution, our 4th caution tonight, and it'll be overtime here for this restart. All right, we're going to have to go back because there was a lot that happened there. We're going to start with the number 84 of Andres Varras, and we'll take a look what happens. It's like Jackson Kepley also crashed, but let's take a look what happened. All right, here's Andres Veras in the 84. Looks like he just lost it going into turn number 3. He's going to come back onto the racetrack. Also saw Wyatt Blair went off track as well. The caution flew. We got one car going backwards on the racetrack. That is Josh Kenyon, the number 27. And it looks like the checker has waved, and we're going to take a look here. I think that the 31 of Michael Good is going to come away with this win. Maybe not. Looks like the checkered flag is waving here this time by. Well, lights are off on the pace car. I'm not sure what's going on with the ticker, but I believe it. Unless I made a mistake here setting up this race. We're just going to go ahead and play this out. Michael Good is the leader, and we're going to go back green. It was a mistake on my part for setting up the race. We got Michael Good out front. Okay, Aaron May did say they are doing a green-white checkered. And this is Michael Good in the lead at the moment with Nathan McLaughlin there in second place. We'll see if Nathan McLaughlin's going to have one final push here at the line. He's going to give a shove here to the 31. He's going to bump him up the racetrack. And it looks like the 31 come away with the win. I believe so. And it's going to be Michael Good coming away with the win here at Langley. All right, take a look here back at the replay. Let's go back and take a look. One more time. And yeah, that looks like the 31 just got out ahead to get the race win. So it'll be Michael Good coming away with the win, and I do apologize. The results are going to be all jumbled up here. Looks like there was an error on my part, so I do apologize for setting up the race, and it looks like Michael Good is going to come away with the race win here at Langley. All right, now this session is over. I'm going to go ahead and get a screenshot here for some pictures, and then we're going to go ahead and set up race number 2. It's going to be a 40-lap race around Chicagoland with the Gen 4 cars, so give me about 5 to 10 minutes to get that set up, and I'll see y'all there. All right, welcome back here to Chicagoland. We're going to have race number 2 in our final race of the night. It is the debut of the Gen 4 cars here on the channel. And we're in here to Gen 4s at Chicagoland. We've got 6 drivers so far loaded into the session. We've got Mason Jones, Chase Ingram, Aaron May, Matthew Post, Julian Nels, and Cameron Face are the 6 drivers so far loaded in. Take a look here. This is Mason Jones running a Tony Stewart car. I think this is his 2005, 2006 scheme. Here's Aaron May, the number 10. One of the drivers is really looking forward to running tonight here at Chicagoland. We've also got Julian Nels as well, who is loaded in. Cameron Face. Take a look at some drivers going around the racetrack right now, getting ready here for our final race of the night. Aaron May in the number 10, the first driver to post a time so far at a 30.43. See if we get some more drivers in here before we start this thing. All right, let's go ahead and read some of these comments. I'm good. I think you're probably going to be credited with the win. I do apologize for the setup of that race. That was supposed to be one green, white checkered, and I forgot to check that while setting that up. So I do apologize. You should be credited with the win. And we also got Stress Gamer said P9 all race. Well, that's consistency. That's something to be happy about. Hopefully you can improve on that if you do race in race number 2 here at Chicagoland. Going to a completely different animal here on this very fast 1.5 mile racetrack. Definitely going to see speeds up to 190 miles an hour. Take a look here. Let's ride on board here with the number 10 of Aaron May, just to give you an idea of what to expect. These guys are actually approaching almost 200 miles an hour before they go into turns. A stark contrast compared to the last race we had at Langley. Chase Ingram there in the 01. So Josh Kenyon and Jordan Babinger are trying to load it into the session. Take a look here at the 29 of Julian Nels running the Kevin Harvick GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Aaron May so far at our fastest time at a 30.2. Brandon said, hey, Chicagoland, my home track. Hey, you are in this session. Be glad to have you here. Or if you are racing, then welcome here to the Speed Demon Racing Network here for Rebel Valley Racing. This is career race 906 all time here at Rebel Valley. And I believe this is race number 8 on the Speed Demon Racing Network, so we wrote to buy those same for a new wheel and pedals. I got you. But glad to have you here and watching this race. It's definitely should be a lot of fun tonight here with these Gen 4s at Chicagoland. You look at Cameron Face at number 85 for MC Motorsports. We have a new man at the top right now in practice. That's Chase Ingram in the 01. And now Jordan Babinger has worked his way to the top. That infamous number 24 Pepsi Chevrolet. And correct me if I'm wrong, but is this the scheme that Jeff Gordon ran where the fans threw toilet paper at him? Either way, still impressive lap there by the number 24 of Jordan Babinger. We definitely might see faster times as we continue to go on the night. Lights are on here at Chicagoland. We can expect a lot of fireworks tonight around this 1.5 mile racetrack. We've got 8 drivers right now in that are loaded in. Jordan Babinger, and he's now worked his way into the 29s at a 29.98. Great lap there for that number 24. Matthew Post and Donovan Carty trying to load into this session here. We should have at least 9 drivers here loaded in before we approach the end of practice, which will be in about a minute. As you hear the sights and sounds around Chicagoland Speedway, the final 30 seconds here of this practice session before we move on into qualifying, where it'll be 5 minutes for these drivers to post down 2 laps. Jordan Babinger, the only driver to put a time in the 29-second bracket so far. We're about to close the end of this practice session in about 5 seconds, and we're going to move in straight to qualifying. All right, that is the end of practice, so we're going to move on straight into qualifying here. We'll see which driver can post down the fastest time here as we're slowly starting to see some guys trickle in here before we start this race. This is Aaron May in the number 10. Snap on forward. He's the admin here on the sticks tonight. Make sure everything runs smoothly. He's one of the first cars you see on the racetrack at the moment. See what he can do in that number 10 machine. Also got Mason Jones in the number 20. Chase Ingram in the 01. And we'll see what happens here. Take a look at Mason Jones first in the number 20. The Tony Stewart Home Depot Chevrolet. So far, the fastest sector has been posted by the number 85 of Cameron Face. Definitely one driver to keep your eye on. He's got a lot of speed out of this number 85 Chevrolet. And so far, the fastest time, Chase Ingram in the 01 at a 30.15. 16, excuse me. Aaron May not too far behind in the number 10. Cameron Face has worked his way into 4th. As we take a look at Ingram, we'll see what he does here on this second. Oh, he's going to hit the wall. That's going to hurt his lap time. We'll see here with Aaron May at the stripe. 30.09 and move Aaron May up to the top of the charts, and he will go P1 here so far. Mason Jones has pounded that outside wall, and he's going to move up to P3. Donovan Carty is now P4. We've also got Julian Nails in the 29 that has pounded the wall, so that'll be the end of his lap. 30.97. Cameron Face only completed 1 lap, so he will go back and try to get 1 more lap out there. You've also got Matthew Post and then Brian Donahue in the 99. Here he is right there. Better look at this number 99 machine. Did not post a time here in practice, so we'll see what he can do. And he's going to go to the top of the charts, a 30.03. What a lap there for Brian Donahue, and that was on lap number 1. That was a hell of a lap there for that number 99, and put Brian Donahue here on the pole. Matthew Post, Ride the Dente. Most overplayed commercial in all of NASCAR. And he's going to be P9 here. He'll be starting at the tail end with Jordan Babinger not loaded into the session. All right, so we're closing in here on the last minute and a half qualifying. I believe everyone has qualified here, so you can go ahead and advance session if you want. If not, we can just wait until last minute or so. But it's going to be Brian Donahue and Aaron May leading us down to the green flag in just a few minutes. Take a look at the scenic views around this mile-and-a-half racetrack. About 30 seconds remaining until we start to grid up and get ready for this race. All right, closing in here on the end of this qualifying session. And these guys will be gridded up and get ready to race here from Chicagoland. All right, let's take a look at our starting lineup once again. We got Brian Donahue on the pole with Aaron May starting alongside in P2. And we got Chase Ingram in third with Mason Jones starting in fourth. And then Donovan Carty in number 5, starting in P5 with Cameron Face in 6th. Josh Kenyon, the GoDaddy Chevrolet, starting 7th with Julian Nels in 8th. We've also got Matthew Post starting 9th, Jordan Babinger a D and Q. And then Alfredo Hidalgo is going to be a late entry. He'll be rounding out our field in the 11th position. We're moments away from starting here at Chicagoland. We'll give you a rundown of what to expect here tonight. So it's going to be 40 laps around this mile-and-a-half racetrack. There are one set of tires laying around in the pits, and I believe we should be good to go here on fuel, all things considered. So we'll see if this thing green or anything else to happen here tonight. And this is our final race of the night here on the Speed Demon Racing Network. Field starts to roll off now, and we're going to go green very shortly. A little bit of issue here with the scoreboard. Let me go ahead and see if I can refresh that real quick. There we go. All right, so we got Brian Donahue and Aaron May, 2 Fords up on the front row, and then the 2 bow ties right behind it, row number 2 with Chase Ingram and Mason Jones. You got Josh Kenyon as well, the GoDaddy Chevrolet. We've got contact here between Matthew Post and Cameron Face, being a little silly there going into turn 3. Field's about to work their way into the Geico restart zone for our final race of the night here at Chicagoland. It's Brian Donahue and Aaron May leading them down, and we are green here from Chicagoland. Aaron May in the 10 got in the outside wall. Is there 3 wide right behind for second? That is Josh Kenyon in the 88. Trying to get inside of Chase Ingram and Aaron May, but it looks like it's going to be Brian Donahue in the number 99 leading lap number 1. Head contact. Mason Jones is around. Collects Chase Ingram, and there's a caution. Heavy front end damage on the number 01 machine. And Mason Jones was the other driver involved in that last crash. And that is caution number 1. Back-to-back races. Caution on the first lap. It was aggressive early on in a battle for second place. Aaron May got clear, and then it was on between Josh Kenyon, Mason Jones, and Chase Ingram. So we'll have to take a look and see what happened to bring out the caution. All right, let's take a look at what happened here. Let's watch the number 20 of Mason Jones. They were 3 wide right here for third place. Flip over here to Mason Jones right here, and let's just see what happened. That was really odd. It looked like he came down, was trying to get to that middle line, and Chase Ingram was there. That's just a misjudgment there on the number 20 of Mason Jones. And I'll see much damage there on that number 20 machine, but if you take a look at the front end of Chase Ingram, that's heavy front end damage on that McDonald Chevrolet. He's going to come down pit road this time by to definitely repair that damage, and I don't blame him. Going to be at a huge aero disadvantage as well with no fast repair, so we'll see how much damage he can get done here, and I highly doubt these two will come in to use their only set of sticker tires in the pits, but I'll take a look and see what happens here as both these drivers approach pit road and into their stalls. Fortunately enough, right next to each other. All right, so we're going to go green next time by. We have Brian Donahue and Aaron May, the front row from the start of the race. They're going to be leading us down. We got Josh Kenyon in third and Cameron Face in fourth. And then you also have the 29 of Julian Nels back there in the 5th position. Jordan Babinger in 6th. Matthew Post, Alfredo Hidalgo, Ingram and Jones still on pit road. Ingram is still in the pits. Donovan Carty, don't see on the racetrack, so that's going to be extensive damage there for the 01 as we're getting ready to go green next time by. Field works their way through turn number 3, and they're about to approach turn 4. They'll restart on lap number 5. Brian Donahue in the 99 is at the control, and the pace lights are back on, so we're going to go one more pace lap around the track. All right, well, I'll go ahead and read these comments while we wait to go back green. Mike, I believe this is Mike Good, said get some radioactive in here. Definitely what I said about the finish will make radio, even though I'm pretty sure I won. Yeah, that's definitely a good idea. I haven't done radioactive in like a month or so. That would be a good one to do if there's enough clips in, and I'm definitely down to post another radioactive here on the channel. Chase Ingram back on the racetrack with the front bumper attached to that 01. So we also have Mason Jones coming back onto the racetrack. So 10 of the 11 drivers that started this race are going to be on track here for this restart. It's going to be Brian Donahue and Aaron May leading them down to the green. Pace car makes the hard left turn, and here we go. Back underway at Chicagoland. Car around in the back. I believe that's the 29 of Julian Nels. That was a single car spin, so we're going to keep this green for now, but this battle for the lead is intensifying because here comes Josh Kenyon, the 88. Trying to slide up and get clear of Aaron May, and that's not going to work. Brian Donahue is going to lead this lap. Varying grooves around this racetrack is what makes it so fun to watch, as we've got 3 wide right behind Cameron Face, Mason Jones, and Josh Kenyon. And Jordan Babinger, keep your eye on him in the 24. Loaded back into the session and was the only driver to post a 29-second lap time in practice. He's right there sitting in P6. Donahue leads, but Aaron May right on his tail. We're starting to extend a little bit of a gap here over third place Mason Jones, who got a heck of a restart there. Worked his way into third. See Cameron Face side by side with him in the 85. Over the battle box here on the bottom of the screen, just to get a visual perception of what's going on around the racetrack. These two continue to fight. We have 9 cars in the pack. Julian Nels had a single car spin. Dropped him to the back. As we take a look at a battle for the lead, that's Aaron May, the number 10, trying to get to the inside of Brian Donahue, but the momentum on the outside is going to carry the 99 through. Take a look here at the battle for third. We've got Mason Jones, the 20, the 85, Cameron Face, and the 24, Jordan Babinger. Got little clusters battles going on around the racetrack. Sorry for the tongue twister there, but take a look at Mason Jones in the 20. Running all the way up against the fence. And running that Larson line around Chicagoland. Take a look at Jordan Babinger to the inside. Side by side here with the number 20 of Mason Jones, and we'll see if he gets clear. And Jones hard to the outside wall. And Jordan Babinger works his way into third. Take a look here at the 99 of Brian Donahue out front. Got about a 0.4 of a second lead over Aaron May. Work our way over to 7th place. This is Chase Ingram in the 01. Oh, 1 car hard to the wall. That's Alfredo Hidalgo. Another McDonald's scheme. This one black and green. Somehow was able to hold on to that 6th position. As the battle for 7th rages on here between Matthew Post and Chase Ingram. That's going to be settled for now. 99 of Brian Donahue continues to lead, up by about 0.2 of a second over Aaron May. Babinger has gotten clear of Cameron Face. See Face in 4th, Mason Jones 5th, Alfredo Hidalgo is in 6th. Closest battle on track right now, we've got the 64 of Matthew Post and the 01 of Chase Ingram. Looks like Josh Kenyon off the racetrack as well. Not showing up on timing and scoring anymore. Take a look at that last time by. The fastest car on the racetrack is that 24 of Jordan Babinger. We'll see if he can run down our race leaders. We've got a pretty good distance of ways to go. We have 27 laps to go here from Chicagoland. Working our way through turns 1 and 2. Donahue has been committed to that outside line. So run a little bit of a diamond pattern to try to point that car toward the middle. And take a look at the timing and scoring the last time by. Like just a little bit quicker. Oh, actually the same exact time compared to the number 10 of Aaron May. And Jordan Babinger, fastest car on the racetrack still, and that 24. Cameron Face pointing that 85 all the way down to that white line, trying to preserve that right front tire. So crucial here at this racetrack. And we've got a caution on the racetrack. Looks like Chase Ingram has crashed into number 01, and the caution is out for the 2nd time today. Jordan Babinger has parked his car on pit road as well. and caution number 2, and our second caution involving the number 01, Chase Ingram. So we're going to take a look and see what happened to bring out our second caution today. All right, let's take a look at what happened. This was the battle for 7th place between Chase Ingram and Matthew Post. Oh, whoa. Whoa, that was... Okay. Let's go back one more time and just take a look at that, just to be sure. Oh, the 64 just got loose and collected the 01, and Chase Ingram just an unfortunate bystander right there. And that'll bring out our second caution. We've got a couple cars coming down pit road here. We've got Julian Nels, who spun on the restart, coming down pit road. It wouldn't surprise me if he uses his fresh set of tires. And we also have Chase Ingram as well in the 01 on pit road. Nels has left the pits. You see the 01 coming in, and you see he's going to put those fresh set of sticker tires on that 01 machine. So we'll see what kind of progress Chase Ingram will make after bringing out that last caution. These guys pace around here after our second caution of the day. Chase Ingram just said, and I quote, "I'm going to take out Post." Well, I don't want to see any intent wrecking, but I definitely understand your frustration after what happened right there, but we're going to go green next time by. And it's going to be Brian Donahue and Aaron May. These two have been the top 2 all day long, and we'll see what happens as we're getting ready to go green. We're back underway. Poor restart there by the 10 of Aaron May as Mason Jones is in the wall. It's about the 3rd time he has smacked that outside wall. We've got a battle for the lead. Here comes Cameron facing the 85. Interesting to follow this 85 of Cameron Face. He's been the only driver I've seen actually run that bottom line the entire time. We'll see if this is going to pay off for him here in these final 22 laps. Oh, we got a crash. Alfredo Hidalgo and Matthew Post are around. Both cars are off the racetrack. Well, Matthew Post has got it going. It looks like Alfredo Hidalgo's in the grass. And they're keeping this green for now. We have a 3-car battle up front between Brian Donahue, Cameron Face, and Aaron May. Look here, battle for 4th. We've got the 29, that's Julian Nels, and the 20 of Mason Jones. This is for 4th place. Back up front, we've got Brian Donahue in the lead. So we're going to have 20 laps of racing to go here from Chicagoland. Let's just go ahead real quick and take a look at what happened here as we see Brian Donahue's on the wall. I'm going to hold that thought for a moment because we got a battle for the lead after the mistake by 99 of Brian Donahue. Cameron Face is there. Aaron May as well, lurking in the shadows. Wait and see what happens with these front 2. And the caution's out on the racetrack. Our 3rd caution of the day. We're going to take a look and see what happened. Alfredo Hidalgo, Brian Post. All right, let's just go ahead and take a look what happened here. Let's start with what happened here with Alfredo Hidalgo. Looks like the 64 got in the back of the 48 of Alfredo Hidalgo. You guys continue to crash. See when the yellow flag flew, and it's about at this point. Very strange that yellow came out. But repacing around under caution for the third time tonight. Decision time here for these leaders, and here come the rest of most of the field coming down pit road here for tires, most likely. Ryan Donahue in the 99 will lead them down. We'll see who wins the race off pit road. Wouldn't surprise if we see all drivers here get 4 fresh tires on this pit stop, and see what happens. Yep, tires going on the number 99 machine and the number 10. Donahue will win the race off pit road, followed by Mason Jones, Cameron Face, Julian Nels, and Aaron May. That'll round out our top 5, as the other cars on pit road are all trying to repair some damage. Alfredo Hidalgo and Matthew Post were the 2 that just crashed prior to the caution coming out. Those 5 are out and away, and let's take a look at the 99 of Brian Donahue, who has been the driver that's led wire to wire tonight here at Chicagoland. We'll see if he can get his first career win here in Rebel Valley. Got 3 cars still in the pits repairing damage. We'll go over our top 5 real quick. It's Brian Donahue who's going to be leading. Mason Jones gained a couple spots off pit road, has worked his way into second. Cameron Face lost a spot. He's back to third. And you've got Julian Nels who's worked his way into fourth. And Aaron May has lost 2 spots on pit road, has worked his way, or is back into the 5th position. The lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green next time by after our 3rd caution of the day. We're going to restart with 15 laps to go. Ingram, Hidalgo, and Matthew Post are all going to join this pack. So we have 8 cars still running at the finish and 3 cars retired. So it's going to be Brian Donahue and Mason Jones lead him down to the green, and we'll see what happens for the final 15 laps. Pace car makes the hard left turn on the pit road. And we are backing away from Chicagoland. And restart for the 29 of Julian Nels. He's going to lose multiple spots. Mason Jones pounds the wall again, and contact between Donahue and Cameron Face. Pandemonium right behind as Mason Jones falls all the way back to the tail end of this pack. And how about Alfredo Hidalgo has worked his way into 3rd place. This driver's had a lot of controversy here in Rebel Valley, but if he could get his first career win here in Rebel Valley, that would be kind of crazy to think. He's fighting here with Aaron May for 3rd place. Brian Donahue still committed that outside line there on those fresh tires. Can he hold off and get his first career win? Look at all the sparks flying from that number 48 machine as he is pushing it with all he's got as Aaron May tries to get to his inside. At the stripe, it'll be 13 laps of racing to go here from Joliet, Illinois. Big run here for the 10 of Aaron May. He's going to get to the inside of Alfredo Hidalgo. Side by side going into turn number 3 as Brian Donahue extends it out to about a half a second lead. The 85 is going to clip the apron, and Aaron May is going to get clear for 3rd place. Side by side here for 3rd as Chase Ingram has now joined the fight in the 01. The 48 really had to chase it up the racetrack, and the 99's in the wall as well. Here comes Aaron May on the outside. Fighting with Cameron Bass. These two had an absolute brawl at IRP in the Truck Series. And they fought for 2nd place, and we'll see if they can rekindle that brawl. And it looks like the 10 is going to move his way to 2nd. Now here comes Chase Ingram in the 01. Down to the inside, the number 85 for 3rd. He's going to wash up the racetrack. We'll see if they make contact. Close call there, but Cameron Face with nice defense to keep in the 3rd spot here. 0.6 of a second is the advantage here between Brian Donahue and Aaron May. Alfredo Hidalgo is going to try to rejoin this fight after his slip up in turn 1. Brian Donahue, the pole sitter, has led every lap so far, but he's got a 0.6 of a second lead over the number 10 of Aaron May. Last time by, Aaron May was the fastest car on the racetrack, 0.2 of a second faster compared to that number 99 car. Take a look at the battle for 3rd, Cameron Face and Chase Ingram. Two bow ties going at it here for the last spot on the podium with 9 laps of racing to go. Another 10th taken off by the number 10 of Aaron May. You see the pass here by the 01 of Chase Ingram. Works his way around the outside of the 85 of Cameron Face. Headed into 3rd place. Well, Cameron Face fighting back hard here to try to get that 3rd spot. Alfredo Hidalgo as well in the number 48. Having a nice run. Take a look up front. Brian Donahue trying to push, and Aaron May is right there. He has closed the gap. 0.2 of a second faster that last time by compared to the 99. We switch over to the starter cam. It's going to be 7 laps of racing to go. Here comes Aaron May, a huge run on the inside. That snap-on Ford trying to get to the race lead. They're going to be door-to-door going into turn 3. Oh, and it's going to get into the 99 car. And Aaron May in the 10 is going to go to the lead. Brian Donahue not going to be too happy with that move of the number 10 of Aaron May, but Aaron May is at the point for the first time tonight with 6 laps to go. .5 of a second is the gap between he and the 99 of Brian Donahue. Chase Ingram has gotten clear for 3rd. Cameron Face in 4th. Alfredo Hidalgo in 5th. Julian Nels, Matthew Post, and Mason Jones are all 20 seconds back, and they're going to have to hope for a miracle up front for a caution to come out. At last time by Aaron May, the fastest car on the racetrack at a 30.68. And he hold on for 5 more laps. And if you're the 99 car right now, you've got to be fuming inside the cockpit. Dominated most of this race, just had a little bit of contact with the 10. And he's out of contention unless we get a caution. Chase Ingram holding on to 3rd. Cameron Face back there in 4th. And then you've got the number 48 of Alfredo Hidalgo trying to run down the number 85 of Cameron Face. Hidalgo is there. We'll see if he can make the pass. And the caution's out. We have a caution. Mason Jones in the number 20. Heavy front end damage on that machine. And Matthew Post as well was involved. And a huge change of events here. And we're going to definitely... Oh, wow. That's definitely going to end the 64's day. Unbelievable. And the caution is out. Our fourth caution of the day with 3 laps to go. Unbelievable. Let's take a look what happened here to bring out the caution. You see that at the checkpoint, there was already contact right here. Let's go back just a little bit and take a look what happened. This is between Matthew Post in the 64 and the Mason Jones in the 20. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Right in front of the race leader, Aaron May. And wow, that's a huge turn of events here in this race. The 64 is already around. Oh, yeah, that's definitely something we're going to have to take a look at after the race. When he turned to the right there, or what happened between me and Matthew Post. But take a look at the end result after that as well. Just the 20's just mowing the grass in turn number 1. And you'll see the 64 of Matthew Post is just going to come in and slam him right in the rear end of the number 20. Yeah, I know he's got Home Depot on his car, but I don't think the Home Depot tools are going to do enough to fix the damage on that number 20 machine. And that's going to be race-ending day for the number 20. Well, we've got an interesting sequence of events here. We're going to go green next time by. We'll see when we go back green. I believe it's going to be a green-white checkered finish. So the rules here in Rebel Valley, it's going to be 1 attempt at a green-white checker. You're on lap 39 now, so yes, this will be a green-white checkered attempt, and no matter what happens, we're going to keep this green no matter what. Dino Aviation in the chat just said he wrecked me earlier. So it's like a little bit of a payback there between the Mason Jones and Matthew Post. And the second driver that's not been too happy with the 64. Also had Chase Ingram in the chat earlier say that he wanted to wreck him. So Matthew Post has made way more enemies tonight, just in this one race alone, and we're going to have a 2-lap green-white checkers shootout here at the finish to determine our winner for the final race of the night. It's going to be Aaron May and Brian Donahue in inverse of the front row from the start of this race. And we'll see if the 99 has anything here to say about the last move with the number 10 of Aaron May. We have 4 cars here in the fight. We'll have to see where Julian Nails is. He's tail end. Matthew Post with damage, and also Cameron Pace in the 85. See what happens here on this restart. It's going to be Aaron May and Brian Donahue with 6 cars with a chance to win this race. It's going to be a green-white checkered finish, and here we go. Green flag. The 99 of Brian Donahue spun his tires on the outside line, and Aaron May got a good jump because here comes Chase Ingram. Ingram puts it in the wall. That's going to give a little bit of a gap to the 10 of Aaron May. Multiple cars hit the fence. That was Cameron Pace in the 85. But out of turn number 3 is going to be Aaron May leading them down. It's going to be 1 lap of racing to go here from Chicagoland. Aaron May with the advantage by about 0.3 of a second. The fight is right behind for second between Brian Donahue and Chase Ingram. Had a car in the wall. I believe that was Julian Nails in the 29. As those guys continue to fight, Aaron May had 1 career win. It was ARCA at Daytona. And he's going to get career win number 2 here in Rebel Valley. Aaron May is going to come off the triumphal, and he's going to win here at Chicagoland. Aaron May wins. Congratulations to Aaron May. That's career win number 2. And he's going to get it done by leading the last 6 laps here at Chicagoland. Chase Ingram comes home second. Brian Donahue third. Alfredo Hidalgo comes home fourth. And then Cameron Pace will round out our top 5. It's career win number 2 for Aaron May, his first win on a non-restrictor plate track. He's going to go to victory lane. He's going to burn it down here in the tri-oval. Keep this camera shot on the number 10 of Aaron May, and we'll just go back and take a look at that contact as well. It kind of changed the whole complexion of this race. We can find it here on the timeline. Yeah, congratulations to Aaron May. He's going to come away with his second career win. He's going to get it done here tonight at Chicagoland for our final race of the night. Let's go ahead and show our race results here real quick before we sign off here from tonight's event. So Aaron May comes away with the win. Chase Ingram second. Ryan Donahue spun his tires in that last restart. He's going to fall back to the final spot on the podium. And Alfred Hidalgo with a great run tonight, finishing in 4th. And then Julian Nels will round out our top 5. And then Cameron Face will come home 6th. With Matthew Poston 7th, Mason Jones 8th, Jordan Babinger 9th, Josh Kenyon 10th, and then Donovan Carty will be our 11th and final driver that participated in tonight's race. So that'll be it here from our broadcast here on the Speed Demon Racing Network. Congratulations to Michael Good and Aaron May on your wins tonight at Langley and Chicagoland, respectively. Pretty fun battles all throughout the field. And I want to thank you all for coming out to tonight's broadcast here on the Speed Demon Racing Network. My name is Ryan Wayne, and I will be signing off. And just a reminder, we probably will be having another stream next week, planning on either next Thursday, September 11th, or Friday, September 12th. I have not decided on that yet. But congratulations to our 2 winners tonight, and I will be signing off here tonight. So thank you for coming out to tonight's events, and see you guys next week.